Right. Ooh. What's this? Okay, so here's the mistake. Anybody can identify where the mistake is? Yes. B. Yeah. So this is wrong. Now, I think it's important we go through the terms of symmetry again. So let's take a look at this page here, and I will share with you the slides again on here. Yes. Yeah, her worksheet is here because she forgot her name. And where is it? Yeah, I think this one is yours. Okay, so let's take a look at the terms of symmetry again. So here, we identify the conclusions on the first activity of what So these look like they are symmetric, but they are not. It looks like like I said before, it looks pleasing to the eyes because of the shape. But really, we are talking about symmetric is when you fold it, it matches. So the point is to the point. This is clearly not symmetric. Even if you say I fold it this way, does it match? It actually doesn't. It may be equal size halves, but it's not symmetric. Then for B, so many people got B wrong. Actually, you really have to look at it closely. You realize the bottom butt of this B is slightly fatter than the top part of the butt here, right? Okay, right. As well as the shoe, so many of you think the shoe is correct. I mean, can you imagine your foot here, and then you draw your foot here, and you're saying that it's symmetric? How can it be, right? That means you have another big toe here, is it? And then, no, it's not. Okay. So don't be quick to decide that it's symmetric. Sometimes you really, if you feel that you need to fold the paper, fold. Like this one also. This one, about this line, if the nose is, this person is looking this side, then if it's symmetric, then the person should be also looking at this side instead. You know what I'm talking about? Now, when you are slightly older, and you've got to learn this thing called rotational symmetry. This is line symmetry. So you'll learn about that next time. Right now, it's line symmetry. So it can get confusing. Okay, finally, come to this part. The last part of symmetry on page 90 is the final portion of this chapter, which is also one of the most difficult part. It tells you if you really understand the concept of this. Now, I only have Haoran who has completed this page and I marked it right. So I'm going to look at this one first, page 92. So after I'm done talking about page 92, Haoran, you can use the time to try out this. Okay? All right, so I'm looking at the last page first, page 92. And this is Janice trying to find out if this shape is symmetric. And she draws the two dotted lines as line of symmetry. And she just draw the lines and say that, okay, this is the way to do it. She says that each of the dotted line divides the shape into equal halves, so the shape is symmetric. Is this shape symmetric? No. If I were to try to fold it, it doesn't seem to match, right? For it to be symmetric, it probably looks a bit different. If I say it's symmetric along this line, then probably the shape will look something like that instead. Because it's a mirror, you see. So along this direction, it should be something like that. But the problem, it looks like it's equal halves. So what? So is it symmetric? Probably not. Why? Why is it not? You have to write this yourself. Okay, in your own ways. If I'm going to write down the answer here and you're going to just copy it, then you're not working your brain. Okay? It's just using your eyes and copying me. So you need to think about, we did so many activities already. What activities or what are some terms that we have talked about previously can help you answer this question? Okay? All right? So that's page 92. So come, and I'm back on page 90. So anybody else that marked page 90 and you're right? If you're done already, page 90 and I mark you're right, you can do the activity in my hand. You have a scissors? You have a scissors? But mine is a very big one. Oh, can you lend it? Yes. Okay, let has also. Okay, never mind. Here, use it, Yutong's one. Okay, so I'm back here. Now, this is quite challenging, this one, because it tells you, okay, this learning objective here is completing a figure or a pattern that is not quite a pattern yet. And then you want to make it symmetric. Problem is, there's no line of symmetry drawn. Same as this. Well, there are some rules here. These are quite common questions in exams, but it's level 2. So usually this one carries about 2 marks. And some rules stating, such as this is one line of symmetry, and you have to draw the line. At the same time, you have to complete to make a 5-sided figure or 7-sided figure. Okay. Now, and then for the first one here, you have to shade 2 more squares to make this pattern become symmetric. Just 2 more squares, only 2 more. Okay, now maybe I can give you a hint. Before you do it, maybe you turn it around to see, is there any way that you turn it and you can look like it's possible to make a pattern? If I draw the symmetric line here, will it work? No, because there are too many missing squares. Right? If I draw can you see? If I draw the line of symmetry here, will it work? No, there will be too many squares that I need to color. Can I draw it here? If I cut it this way. If I do it this way, how many squares will I need to shape? There will be 1 here, and maybe 1 here. Or maybe this line will work. Will it work? Give it a try. So maybe I draw the line of symmetry here. Can this do? Maybe this line. And this is symmetric to this, right? This. So I've got this one here. So I must shade this one as well. Can? And I have this one here. Can I shade this one as well? Is it symmetric now? Yeah? Okay, so this is one method. Anybody else got a different method? Come show me. Where's your line of symmetry? Can you draw it? Okay, I have a few ideas. Draw your line of symmetry. Okay, let's take a look at different answers. Like I said, there are possibilities of different answers. So this is Horan's one. So he drew the line of symmetry across here. Like this. Symmetric? 2 more squares? Does it work? Yes. Okay. Here's another one. Okay, some of our friends have this one. A few of us. Okay, they drew the line of symmetry this way. Is it symmetric? Yep. Okay. So a few possible answers here. 1, and then 2, this one, and 3. Is it okay? I put it smaller so you can see. So we've got different ideas. But we've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 squares. You can only shade 2 more. Only 2 more. You have 1, 2, and 3. Ah, okay. Here's another idea. Oh, this one has 2 more lines of symmetry. There's another one line of symmetry. Yep, this is correct too. It's either here, this line, or this line. Many ideas. Nice. Okay, anybody any other ideas? So 2 more squares and a line of symmetry. How? Okay, who's for my one? Okay, who likes Coran's one? Looks like an aeroplane. Okay. Who likes this one? This one looks like UFO. Yeah. Okay, who likes this one? This is like a 4 tower, like a handbag design. Okay, not very good, very good. Okay, come, let's move on to the next one. Next one, who's this? Already completed this one. Jeju also finished. Very good. Have you finished the last part as well? Page 92. Okay. Haran, have you written 92? Can you finish this part? So Jeju, you can also take the. Can you pass one to him? Oops. Yeah. Now, here you go. Okay, thank you, Charlotte. Okay, the last spread here, this is Zahir and Edmund. Is this Edmund? Edmund, you're missing the line of symmetry for the B. Here you go. No, not this one. The bottom here. This one. Okay, then finish that one first. Okay, let's finish this first then. Okay, then the last one here. Are we okay? Everybody's okay? Yeah, Jasmine's got this one also. She also figured this one out. At complete so there is a 5-sided figure and its symmetry is. Could you erase it? Why? Oh gosh. We shouldn't use a pen. Please don't use pen for drawings. You really can't erase, and then you'll be in trouble. No, you can't use correction tape. Okay, you can just put it there. Then you need a fresh grid paper to do it. Never mind, do this first. Okay, this one's okay. Is this one? This one seems to be simpler. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, but the line of symmetry is a bit tricky. It's like in the middle of the squares here, the square grid. In maths, accuracy is really important. At the line of symmetry, please. Please draw in the line of symmetry. Okay, please don't use a pen. Please don't use a pen for drawings. Okay, the last one, 7-sided figure. Most of us got the aeroplane. Was that okay? So please draw in the line of symmetry. Good. Okay. Thank you. Let me how you have this too. Okay, so if you're done with this, Razor, please don't use a pen, okay? Now, if I have about a few pieces, just a few pieces left for this one, but let me finish with this. And I pause my recording here. Okay, so in this worksheet here is under what we call systematic listing. Now, this is a very special type of worksheet whereby you see word problems, and these problems sometimes cannot be solved by using model drawing, and you have to have other methods to solve it. One of the methods is this, listing. The term systematic listing means there is a system. I don't list anyhow, but there's a way of thinking in my listing. So for example, I'm going to just show you 2 questions very quickly, and then you can work on the rest on your whole as your homework. Okay? Like for example, this one, I'll do my race as usual. This time I'll do it a little bit faster. Here says, the story says, a t-shirt printing shop using only digits 2, 3, 5, 8 to print 2-digit numbers on t-shirts. Each digit can be used more than once. So it's like, imagine we are printing class t-shirt, the whole class gets a t-shirt. Okay? And then on our t-shirt, we have numbers printed. We can choose our number, but it's got to be a 2-digit number, and it's out of these digits. The question says, how many possible numbers are there? Now, in the idea of systematic listing, there is a certain way we decide how we start. So, in a way of listing, some of the methods includes, I decide by maybe start with a table. And how many lines of the table? Maybe I'll look at the rules. And the rules here says here is going to be 2, 3, 5, and 8. And then can be used more than once. That means I can have starting with 2, 22, 23, 25, 28. 32, 33, 35, 38. Something like that. So I have a heading here. The heading sets the rule for me. And I systematically list, and as a result, I will have an answer here. So if I do it diligently, 52, 53, 55, 58, 82, 83, 85, 88, I would have a total of 16 numbers. That's it. Finish. You look at this question. This question, by reading it, annotating the rules, I'll be able to tell that model will not work. So I won't use the model. I will choose listing with the help of a table. Can you understand? Okay, one last example, very quickly. Let's talk about Taha doing the duty roster. And thankfully, he's got his creative mind and his friends to chat with him to tell him about the duties they want to try and not to do, or they want to choose. And of course, Madam Sharina helped him. Now, if you have a question like this in a test time, then you've got to help yourself. The teacher here assigns these 3 friends, Tekchun, Ame, and Vishnu, each day to clean a classroom. These are the duties here. So I have Tekchun, Ame, and Vishnu as 3 characters. And it says every day, the duties include cleaning the table, mopping the floor, and emptying the waste paper basket. So there are three duties. 3 friends. 3 classmates. In how many different ways can she assign the duties to the 3 students? So I've done my annotations here. I will choose my method is chosen for you already, systematic listing, but there's no headers here. If I want to choose a header, maybe I will go with, because I need to identify the methods. So method number 1, way of assigning. And maybe here is the duties. So number 1 duty can be cleaning table. Duty number 2 can be, but there are 3 friends, so many more ways. Maybe I write the duties on this side instead. So it's clearer. So duties on this side, because there are 3 duties, very clear. Duty number 1, clean table. Duty number 2, mop the floor. Duty number 3, dustbin, the waste paper basket. And then we have method number 1. Method number 1, Tekchun Ame Vishnu. Method number 2, maybe Tekchun Vishnu Ame. How many ways? So the end of here, the question here says how many ways? Can you understand? It's like deciding a game who partner who. There are 3 people here and the duties. So there can be way number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, don't know how many. Okay? So your homework is to try this worksheet out using these tools as examples. Is that okay? Can? Right, recess already. So I will say goodbye to you here. Now, before we go off, I have some extra pieces of the snowflake. If you like to try it out, you can come over and pick up for me. Okay?